Hey guys, I'm Julie Jones with Excellence in Exercise, and I'm here today to show you how you can get 10 stars in this workout. And it should take you about 30 minutes, depending on how quickly you move through everything. For our first set of exercises, you're just going to need a set of dumbbells, nothing too heavy for this. All right, we're going to actually start with a combo move, a deadlift to an upright row. So I'm going to grab my dumbbells. We're going 10 reps. Once I have my dumbbells in my hands, I'm going to roll my shoulders or squeeze my shoulders up, back, and down, reset my posture. Feet are going to be just about shoulder width apart, and I really want to settle into my feet, pull my belly button in. I'm going to start to push my rear end back, let the dumbbells slide down the legs until you get about middle of your shin, come all the way back up, and give an upright row. Deadlift, upright row. We're going 10 of these. Keep the belly button pulled in, core activated. We got 5 more. Last 2. And last one. Now, those of you that have access to a barbell, you could most definitely do this with a barbell instead of with dumbbells. I'm just showing it with dumbbells here today because I know that that's probably what most people have greater access to. So that's your deadlift upright row. You're going to go 10 of those. Next, we're going to go into a reverse fly. So I'm going to grab my same dumbbells. I'm going to start with my knees bent, and I'm just going to place the dumbbells right on my thigh. Pull my belly button in, again, I'm kind of sitting back into my hips. And we've got a nice neutral posture. So you should not feel this in your low back. We're going to bring the dumbbells out to the sides for a reverse fly. So you've got a break in the elbows, bend those elbows as you bring the arms up. We're going for 10. You're really squeezing the shoulder blades together on the back. We'll go a couple more. You should feel this in your back between the shoulder blades. Okay, once you get 10, we're actually going to drop our dumbbells. And you want to use either a bench, or you can use your chair, or you can even use the edge of your desk. Make sure that it's something that is not going to move or slide on you. We're going to take a seat. Your hands are going to be right next to your hips. And you have several ways that you can do this. We're going to do a dip. You're going to walk your feet forward until your rear end comes off of the bench or the chair. And we're going to keep those elbows tight. We're going to drop the body and press back up. Okay? Drop and press. Now, the closer your feet are, the easier it's going to be. If that feels easy to you and you want more, you can go straight legs, drop, and up. The legs help less when you do that. And if you feel tight in the hips, you can also cross one foot over the other, drop, and up. And you'll feel that stretch in your hip. It's really nice. Those of you who spend, just like me, everybody, we spend too much time sitting. This is a really, really good stretch. And for those of you who are active, this tends to be one that gets tight, and so it can be a great stretch. So we're going to go 10 total. I'm going to finish out my set here, and I'm going to go 5 each side since I've got one foot up. Once I'm done, I'm going to stand up and flip around, and I'm going to use my bench again, and we're going to do a step up. Okay? Now, you can do this with body weight, or if that feels easy, you can pick your dumbbells up again. We're going to bring one foot up onto our bench. I want to drive up through my heel so my foot is all the way up on the bench, or if you have a box or plyometric box or anything like that, you can use that. You can even use stairs. So if you're at home, you can use your steps for this and adjust to the step height to your ability. And we're going to tap up, tap down. We're going to keep that foot up, and we're going to tap up, tap down. I'm driving up through my heel. We're going 10 each side. We got 4 more here. And then I'll switch. 10 on the other side. Drive up through the heel, tap up, tap down. Once you get 10, we're going to drop those weights. And we're going to finish up with a tricep kickback. So I'm going to do 10 each side instead of 10 together. Now you could do 10 together if you choose to, but I'm going to go 10 each side. And I'm going to show you a couple ways that you can do this. You can just elbow nice and tight, soft knees, big kickback. The trick here, people want to bring this all the way up to their shoulder. Don't do that. Keep the dumbbell neutral, right about your hip. See, I can hit my hip with the bottom of this dumbbell. My elbow is tight and I'm kicking straight back and then just right back to the side, straight back. That really works that tricep, okay? So I can be here and go 10. If I need a little extra support, I can go one hand on the bench and kick back. That can be helpful if you're going a little heavier with weight, although on this exercise, you don't have to really go a lot of heavy weight here. Now, if I want to challenge my balance, I can go one hand down, and then I can lift one leg. So I'm in a warrior 3 posture here, doing that tricep kickback. And for this, I'm going to go 10 each side. Once I'm done with 10, I'm going to switch. Again, elbow nice and tight, one foot down, one leg up, and tricep kickback. Now, again, you don't have to do this version. I'm just showing ways that you could potentially challenge yourself if you want to. Once we get 10 each side, we are back where we started with our deadlift to an upright row. Now, for those of you on that tricep kickback, if you're in a hurry and you want to do 10 without having to switch arms, just hold both dumbbells and big kickback with both at the same time, okay? Lots of options here, but again, we go in deadlift upright row, our reverse fly, our dips, our step ups, and our tricep kickbacks. That's our first set. You're going to go through, you get 50 reps, 5 times through, 10 reps each, gives you 50 reps for gold, and then you can obviously adjust that for bronze or silver if you need to do that. Then we're going to go our second set of 5, and this one is all about legs, and it is really a lot about glutes. So we're going to start with a curtsy squat, and you can do this with either your dumbbells, you can do this with a kettlebell, you can do this with body weight. I'm going to show you with one dumbbell, holding in front. I'm going to start with my feet together, soft knees, belly button in, and I'm going to keep my upper body nice and tall as I drop, press through the heel, come all the way up, drop, and up. I'm going 10 each side. Now, if you have knee issues, this exercise may not be the exercise for you. You may want to do something else. There's so many ways this year that you can earn your stars that you don't have to do an exercise that doesn't feel right to you. Now, once I get my 10, I'm going to switch sides. This is when you really feel in those glutes, and you got to have some hip mobility here to be able to do this exercise and make it work. You also got to have some core strength so that you don't topple over. We got a couple more on this side. From here, we're going to move next into a lateral lunge. So you can keep your one dumbbell, and this is one that if you're only holding one dumbbell, you can go heavier. If you want to, you can grab a second dumbbell. And if you need to do body weight, you can also do body weight. So we're going to start standing tall, chest up, shoulders back, soft knees, and we step out to the side, push your rear end back, take a look down at your feet, make sure your knee is not shooting out over your toe, and step together. All right, we want to keep our feet parallel as much as we can. You're going to feel a stretch in the inner thigh when you do that. We're going 10 each side. Keep that chest up. And once you get 10, we switch. Again, reset that posture, pull the belly button in, step out to the side, sit back into it, and step together. The weights are kind of moving across my body. We're going 10 on this side. Got a couple more here. Okay, now we're going to put these weights down and we're going to do a single leg touch next. Now, this is on your list in a couple different ways. Single leg touch jump, single leg touch, single leg deadlift. For this one, we're not using any weight and we're not going to add the hop. So this is all about core stability. You would think this is about legs, and it is. You're going to work those stabilizing muscles in your legs, but it's all about core. So I'm going to stand on one foot, pull my belly button in, keep my chest up, and I'm going to reach opposite hand to the standing leg and come all the way up. I'm going to go 10 each side. Now, some people find that it's helpful to have a target. So you could tap to the bench and come back up. And my other trick is that you want to keep your eyes looking forward. Everybody wants to look down. Don't look down. It makes it harder. So we're going to go 10 each side. And once you get 10, switch sides. Soft knee, belly button in, chest up, shoulders back. Drop and up. And you're going to find that one side is more difficult than the other. Everybody does. It's totally normal. Everybody has a stronger side. But that's why it's really important for us to do single-sided exercises so that we can bring that weaker side up and make it stronger. We can correct those imbalances so that you don't end up with an injury. And once we get 10 each side, then we're going to go to our floor and we're going to do a single leg bridge. So I'm going to move my bench out of the way. We're going to go all the way to the floor. Lay all the way back on your mat. Arms can be down by your sides, or they can be up and over your chest, just like we did on our bridge where we had both feet on the floor. We're going to keep one foot down, one leg straight out, and I'm going to flex that straight leg so that it engages all those muscles. Now, same as with your bridge with both feet on the floor, it's really important to engage the glute on the side where the foot is flat on the floor. That's your working leg here. So I'm going to engage my glute, squeeze, lift, drop, squeeze, lift, drop. I'm going 10 each side. Squeeze, lift, drop. Squeeze the bun, lift the hips, drop. Now I'm trying to keep my straight leg as close to the floor as I possibly can. We're not using momentum and kicking up with that leg. That's a little cheating. We'll go a few more here. We're going 10 each side. Once you get 10, you're going to switch. Again, press into the heel, squeeze the bun, lift, drop. Squeeze, lift, drop. Really engage those glutes. It's so important, and you hear me cue this all the time about engaging the glutes or squeezing the buns, and it's because when we sit, our glutes turn off, and our glutes are the largest muscle group in our body. And if they are not working the way that they're supposed to, if they're not firing, we end up with all kinds of problems. Probably the most common one is low back pain. So we'll go a couple more here so we get 10 each side. And then we're going to come up, flip over. We're going to be in a hand and knee posture. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And we're going to do a donkey kick. So I'm going to raise one leg so that my heel is pointing up toward the sky. My toes are flexed, my foot's flexed, so that the toes are going back down toward the floor. I'm going to kick straight up and drop down. Straight up and down. And again, you want to be engaging that glute. Now, if that feels easy to you, add weight. I'm going to show you what that looks like. We're going to grab one of our dumbbells and we're going to place it in the crook of our knee. You don't need a ton of weight here. And you're going to, again, heel up, toes down toward the floor, really engage that core, straight up and drop down, straight up and down, going for 10. This is a small movement. Once you have 10, switch the dumbbell over to the other side. And we go 10 on the other side. Straight up, down. And once you get 10 on the other side, go ahead and take that dumbbell out. And you're back where you started. You're going to come back up. You'll go back to those curtsy squats, lateral lunges, your single leg touch, your single leg glute bridge, and then your donkey kicks, okay? Rolling through those 5 exercises 5 times so that you get your 50 reps for gold, and then adjusting the reps as you need to for silver or bronze. You guys have got this. Have a great day, a great week. I will see you next week. Keep up the good work, you guys.